So I'm going to touch on good and bad versus right and wrong. Right and wrong, most times, is based upon decisions. It's based upon actions. Good and bad, most times, is based upon the accumulation of those decisions, those actions built into character. Good and bad takes a long time for you to get there before we can surmise if you're a good or bad person. Decisions of right and wrong can be decided in the moment of when that decision is made, and the consequences of those decisions are revealed. Now, there are some right and wrong decisions that you do not know the consequences of because we are not omnipotent and we are not all knowing. And so we do not know all of the consequences of those decisions, but they are still right and wrong decisions. Okay, I'll put it like this. A mostly good person who's made mostly righteous or right decisions can make a wrong decision, but it doesn't make them a full-on bad person. A supposedly bad person can make a right decision in the moment, at the time, but it doesn't make them immediately a good person. A right person, right? A right person can actually be a bad person. And a bad person, or someone who may appear to be a bad person, can actually be a right person. This is what I mean by right and wrong does not always equal good and bad. Because you can make a lot of right decisions, but a lot of people can see that as you being a bad person. And you can make a lot of bad decisions, but a lot of people could then flip and say, but because of how it benefits me, even though it harms and hurts a lot of other people, you're a good person. And because of that, this is why I say we do not understand good and bad. Because good and bad for us ultimately decides on how it affects us intimately. And here's the thing. Sometimes that's good, but sometimes that's bad. Because when you have somebody who's always making wrong decisions, because their wrong decisions seem good to them, because it only benefits them and it doesn't benefit the whole, you can say all you want about you being a good person. But if you're making wrong decisions and it's ultimately harming everybody else, do I need to add